Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. And for today I'm going to be going over a strategy that was sent to us by one of our fans. And I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, and all the usual stuff that I always say. So I hope our patrons are appreciating all the exclusive content we're putting out. We do have those two real-world strategies, fairly interesting, that I'm going to be putting out for you guys. Hope to be able to film those tonight and get those out for you guys within the next few days. Thank you, everybody, for the coffees, by the way. And if you're interested in the exclusive patron videos or just giving us a tip, just go ahead and check the description of the video down below. So this email comes from, let me see, Daniel. This email comes from Daniel. Low roller big win. So it says he bases it off of 44 inside. So he wants to see at least 10 shooters. That means he's starting with at least a $440 bankroll. I'm going to guess $500 buy-in. So 44 inside. I'm going to assume that it's probably independent of the point. It says he's not too concerned. He doesn't collect right away because he's not too concerned about losing 44 at any given $44 at any given time as a gambler. So it says he usually takes $550. So prefers to have at least 12 shooters worth. So okay, that's an excellent bankroll for this sort of bet. So what he has is his usual progression. So let's take a look at this progression. My phone wanted to tilt. Okay, there we go. So let's take a look at the progression. So the 5 and 9. Here's how he progresses. He goes from $10 to 15, so he'll collect $9. Okay. Now from 15, he goes to 25, so he collects 11. So right now, standard mid-press. From 25, this is where it gets a little odd. From 25, instead of going to 35, he actually goes to 40. That's a little bit non-standard, but it works. Pays 56, pretty basic. Shouldn't throw the dealers off too bad. So this, like I said, pays 56. And from here, he says he goes to 60. So again, shouldn't throw the dealers off too bad. A little bit non-standard. Typically, you go 35, then 50, but goes up to 60. Not too difficult. Again, pays 84. Shouldn't throw the dealers off too hard. And in fact, at this next level, so if this hits, he can throw in $1 to get his 85. And he says he goes to 85. So he would just do it that way. So again, non-standard bets. Not the kind of things we see every single day, but fairly basic because it's derivatives of what we do see every single day. We see 75 all the frickin' time. It pays 105. And of course we see $10 all the time. That pays 14. So figuring this bet out is super, super, super easy. It pays $119. So if it hits, he can throw in his dollar. In fact, he can throw in $6 and say, take me to 1 1/4 because it's going to pay 1 1/4. Not a bad progression. Not a bad progression at all. Let's see, 2, 4, that's 6 hits. 6 hits brings it from $10 up to 1 1/4. Obviously not a power press type of move. 6 hits and you're probably one away from table max, so you're over 1,000, maybe 1,500. But not terrible at all because at this point you're collecting blacks no matter what. So what about the 6 and 8? How does the 6 and 8 work? So 6 and 8, he again does kind of a mid press. So first time he goes up to 18. Okay, no big deal. Second time he goes up to 30. Okay, again, this one is fairly standard. These are standard mid-press moves. Now this next one is a little bit oddball. Next one he goes up to 48. So he's going to have to throw in $3 to make it easy and collect the green. Typically we see 42 from there all the time. It's almost an unconscious move for us. Now 48 pays 56. Now here he says he goes to 78. Not too terribly difficult. He collects 21. Again, kind of an oddball, but not terribly difficult. From 78, this is a weird one. So he goes up to 102. So 78 pays $84. Or I'm sorry, $91. Pays $91. Wow, where did I get 84 from? Pays 91. And from here he goes up to 102. Now, this is a standard bet. It's definitely a standard bet. And it pays 119. You'll notice the payouts are identical to the payouts as far as his progressions go on the 5 and 9. Thing is, once you start getting into this level, typically the standard ends up being 90. That's what we see, not the standard, but it's what we see more often than anything else. So 102, not terrible. It's proper, very easy, pays 119. Shouldn't throw your dealers off too hard. If it throws your dealers off too bad, well, too bad. This is not a super difficult bet. So the next time it hits, he goes to 120. So hopefully he tells the dealers that in advance. As soon as it hits, take me to 120 before they start cutting out any payouts. Because they could cut out the 120 for $1 and then stack it all up from there. And then at the 120, he goes up to 150. So now he's looking at semi-standard mid-presses. Typically for 120, a lot of people go up to 180 if they don't want a full press. But there you go. That's his progression. Now, what he says is at the $25 or $30 level, at the greens, he begins collecting and pressing. He collects once and presses twice. That way he's never investing all of his winnings. If the shooter's hitting outside numbers, he may use the winnings on a $25 5 or 9 and place the 4 or 10 for a quarter. But that's not a standard part of a strategy. It just says, basically up to your discretion. If you want to do it, do it. If not, no big deal. Then he just standard presses those. Go 25 to 50 to 100, so on and so forth. Although he says he presses them both 25 every hit after that. He doesn't regress at any point, but you certainly can. So yeah, the strategy definitely gives a lot of options. Basically, it's inside with kind of a mid press, but different than the standard mid press. It's definitely a mid press, but different than the standard mid press. Honestly, I like it. I like the strategy. I like inside numbers. It gives you 18 of the 30 non-losing combinations of the dice. That's pretty strong. That's well over half. So you've got a solid chance of hitting your numbers. It's pressing, and it's pressing pretty strong. It's actually pressing stronger than the mid-press once you get past the first 2 hits. Once you get past the first 2 hits, you're now pressing slightly stronger than the standard mid-press, which is going to progress your bets a little bit better and a little bit faster. So overall, I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much, Daniel, for sending this to us. I very, very much appreciate it. And I hope everyone else finds this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video. And as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and
how to build up, the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.